soothe your pain.
The chivalric period lasted almost 5 centuries and took place during the Middle Ages in Western Europe. Nobles started to fight one another constantly through Europe, which caused the counties to form a code of behavior or a standard to survive in battle by the 1100s. This code was followed by the armies, and every warrior was required to know all of these forms of battle. During these ages, feudalism interacted and forced everyone to live in a different way. Women played an important role in the household, but they were thought to be inferior than men by the church. These women were forced to work on household chores and sometimes in the fields, while men trained as warriors to protect their nation. Money was needed in a lot of countries, and giving their warriors fiefs, it became popular and obligatory to have a strong army. Because of these circumstances, Europe was forced into a feudal world during the Middle Ages, the age of chivalry. Knights in the Middle Ages had standards in which everyone was expected to follow during war times. These expectations were standardized as the code of chivalry. Perfect knight was said to be loyal, brave, outstanding, and very confident of what he was doing. At the beginning, warriors fought on foot, but occasionally they started to use cavalry forces to stop invading Muslims, Vikings, and Magyars. Cavalry was very important during the warfare, and it became valuable in the 700s, during the reign of Charlemagne's grandfather. At about the age of 7, a boy was sent to live in a knight's household, until, roughly, his puberty, when he became an esquire and served his master in the field as well, practicing the exercise of arms. An esquire became a knight when his mastery of arms was recognized by another knight. Being recognized as a perfect warrior was very honorable and in a feudal society. Feudalism influenced drastically during the Middle Ages. Feudalism was a contractual system of political and military relationships. It was characterized by giving someone fiefs in return of political or military services. Mounted fighters were expensive, so creating and using feudalism was much easier and effective. This was an obligation and requirement because of the need for protection. Feudalism helped a lot of reigns, but women were not satisfied with their rights because they were obliterated by the church's ideas. Most women were powerless in a feudal society, just as a majority of men. The church saw them weaker than men. As weak as they were interpreted, they played important roles in the lives of noble and peasant families. Noble women protected the castle, meanwhile their husbands were at war. The main themes of medieval literature were centered on warfare and brutality. Under the code of chivalry, a knight's duty to his lady was as important as his duty to his overlord. Poems and songs were really famous during the Middle Ages because they could express and feel how the warfare develops. Feudalism wasn't an option for Europe because countries needed protection to survive. In modern days, feudalism is not the best option, neither the most popular inside the communities. Its popularity and necessity decayed in the 15th century and vanished almost completely in the 16th. After everything finished, money took place over feudalism and feudalism began to decondense. These extreme circumstances were the ones who introduced the idea of a feudalism world into Europe.